Greetings, family. This is Sister Deidre from Atlanta, Georgia. Well, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin originally, now in Atlanta, Georgia. And I am sitting here with the infamous, legendary, my Sijo Steve Muhammad. And we want to give a shout out to my instructor in Milwaukee, Mr. Warren, on his 51st year anniversary. So I'm going to let Sijo have the floor, and here you go.
First, I want to say, what's up, black man?
Oh, one more thing, and it was, we had planned for Sijo to be there, but because of the rise in the COVID cases and things like that, it's just not a good time for him to travel. So he did still want to be a part of it, and so we're going to allow him to, give his love to Mr. Warren. So
I'll start off by saying one love, black man.
Yes.
When I first met you, we stood and talked for a while, and I said, I want you to be my friend. He said, I want you to be my friend. And since that time, I have learned much about him through this one sitting next to me here, and how she respects and honor him for all that he has given to her. And I want to thank him for sending her to me. But I would like to say, Judge Warren, and to say that, I'm saying, I got a friend that's a judge. That is really something. That's one thing I haven't been. Judge Warren is a judge. We have a lifestyle that is so similar to each other.
yes.
You said at the age of about 16, and I think this was about 1964, that you took judo from Mr. Jones, which was your teacher. And in 1964, I started my first Kempo class in 1964.
Wow.
And also in 1966, I believe that you joined the Air Force. Well, I got you 6 years in that. I joined in 1960. But you were also in the military. See? Also, in 1967, you started taking Kempo karate. And in 1968, also, you trained in Okinawa, Japan. I also trained in Okinawa, Japan, in Goju-ryu.
Wow.
And right underneath that, I see in 1970, you did Kempo Goju. I said, look at this.
And y'all both in Vietnam, served our country, took care of us.
That is right. And we were both in Vietnam. I don't know the exact time you were in Vietnam, but I was in there in 65. Also, in 1976, you became a police officer. In 1977, I became a police officer. This is really something. I have to admit, I've never been a judge, and I've never been a police chief. So you're up on me on that.
We gotta have Mr. Warren make you an honorary judge or something.
Oh, yes, yeah. Can you do that, Judge? And I think police officer, you were a police chief from 2007 until 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And FBI Academy, you got me again. I haven't been to the FBI. I worked with some of them, but I never went to the academy. And also, 51 years of instruction. That is magnificent. But I think, let me see if I got him on that one. I may have you on that one. And also, I noticed that you have about 5 dojos. That is excellent. I've never had 5 dojos at one time, so you're up on me again.
A lot of comparisons, though, between you two, though. I mean, lots of, similarities. It's amazing.
Oh, yes, sir.
And black men, the fact that, not a lot of people have accomplished that. Or there have been a lot, but not a lot that we know about. Because what you were doing on the West Coast, Mr. Warren was doing in the Midwest, and there were others doing it out in New York, but we just are starting to put the pieces together to know that around that same time frame in the 70s, even around the time when you were in our favorite movie that I first saw you in when I was a little kid, Enter
Enter
the
the
Dragon. Yeah, I mean, you know, you all were doing the same thing around the globe, and we just didn't know because we didn't get the kind of representation in the movies and on things like that. But now we're connecting the dots, and it just feels so good to be. And so, you know, it makes me feel so proud to be like, oh wow, you know. So yes, indeed. So a lot of commonalities there.
And back in those days, we didn't know each other existed.
Right.
Because the black man and black woman, they were not put in magazines or on the news. So we never saw them. We never knew they existed.
That's true. Though we know now.
Yes, ma'am. And I thank you so very much for coming to meet me when we had our gala for the Ancient Alpha Warriors.
Yeah.
And that you honored me on that day. And I would also like to honor you. And I would like to, if Sister Deidre want to read it,
Oh,
she
certainly.
can read it.
I sure will. What an honor.
But you're reading that for me, remember?
I'm
so
reading
don't
that.
put your name.
I'm not gonna put, I'm reading this for him. I'm reading this for him, for the infamous Sijo Steve Muhammad Sanders. So in accordance with the bylaws of the Black Karate Federation, it is with great honor that I, Steve Q. Muhammad, hereby confer upon Judge Charles A. Warren the distinguished rank of Professor 10th Degree Black Belt for proficiency in the mathematical fighting science. It's King Wing Tai Ba, BKF, the law of the invisible fist. And look at this. Yay,
This
round
is
of
for you,
applause. Yes, indeed. Congratulations, Mr. Warren.
I would like to honor you because you honored me. And this is my gratitude for you honoring me by coming to the Ancient Alpha Warriors and being my friend. Remember I said, I want you to be my friend, and you agreed to be my friend.
Yes, indeed.
So for that, I would like to honor you as you have honored me. Okay.
This one love. So we're going to break down the Kim Wing Tai Ba. So that,
That's right.
yes, indeed.
Kim means Kempo, which I use for my base of foundation. Wing stands for Wing Chun, which I use for trapping in center line. Tai stands for Tai Chi, which I use for footwork and fluidity. So it's called Kim Wing Tai Bak. And Bak stands for boxing,
Yes.
which I use for hand speed and targeting.
Yes. Beautiful.
The law of the invisible fist.
Yes, indeed. And my little part that I wanted to add, initially I didn't think that I was going to be able to make it. I didn't know for sure. But I am going to be able to come in on that day. I'll be coming from a 2-week trip to Pennsylvania where I'm going to work, but I'll be flying in the day of. But what I wanted to do, because Mr. Warren has poured so much into me, and I wouldn't be sitting here where I am today had it not been for his selflessness and how he poured into us. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. So Kipo Goju, congratulations to all of you warriors and to all of you, especially the ones that have stuck with Mr. Warren for years and years and years. Sensei Carl, Sensei Karen, Sensei Skip. I dare not name names, Sensei Roz, and the list goes on and on. I appreciate all of you for your years of friendship and brotherhood and sisterhood. And again, I wouldn't be where I am today without you.